listeners, and welcome back to Bite-Sized Tales, your audio flash fiction podcast. In this week's story, a video game experience isn't going quite as our protagonist had anticipated. Fantasy, written and read by Wayne Cole. I hate fantasy, and I especially hate magic. Science and crafting makes sense. You follow a process and it just works. With magic, though, everything has to be just right. You need the right phase of the moon, quality reagents, and the mystical, all-powerful beings that fuel it all have to be in the mood to do so. There's a base 10% failure rate on all ritual spells, but I'm convinced I have some sort of debuff that raises that failure rate. I could have been flying a spaceship through the galaxy for my first deep dive immersion virtual reality game, but no, I had to play with my friends, and they all wanted a fantasy game. I really need friends with better taste. One thing I do have to give this game is that the world feels so real, with every sense being fed directly into my brain. For example, my eyes are watering from the smoke filling them. I'm having a massive coughing fit from the horrid taste and smell of the burnt spider eyes that were supposed to be part of my potion of remote seeing. I can hear the panic sound of my NPC assistant trying to put out the fire that I started. Finally, I can feel the disgusting sludge that boiled over as it rolls across my feet. A message pops up on my heads-up display, informing me that my spell has failed. Thanks. How would I have ever known if not for your endless stream of annoying pop-ups? Dismiss, I say, with as much disdain as I can infuse into my voice. Yes, master, thank you, my assistant says as he quits trying to help and runs out the door. Not you, the system. Get back here and clean this up. He's already gone, though. With the word dismiss, he popped out of existence, waiting for me to recall him. My cooldown timer needs another hour before I can do that, though. Once again, I'm alone in my alchemy lab. How in a game that I picked up to play with my friends do I end up solo so often? That's right, I picked a stupid crafting class, and can't manage to stay alive if I go adventure with them. This wouldn't be an issue if we were all crew on the same spaceship together. The system censors my words as I try to release a string of profanities at my situation. What does ducking shirt mean anyway? Nothing. That's what it means, because it's not what I'm trying to say. In fact, not once since I logged on to this game have I ever meant to say duck, shirt, fork, carp, or dandelion petals. I do have to admit that last one was a pretty creative word replacement. I'd punch a wall to get my frustrations out, but the walls of my hut are stone, and the game feeds pain back into your brain. Sure, it's muted, but it's still there. What kind of sadistic brick would program something like that? Wait, did I just think the word brick? Oh no, this has gone too far. Censoring my words is bad enough, but I will not have a dog-dome overzealous developer censoring my thoughts. Dog-dome? Fork, it did it again. I am so angry I grab my staff, it is totally not just a giant stirring stick, and storm out of my hut. I need to kill something, and it doesn't take long for an NPC to run up offering me a quest. Brave adventurer, I am in dire need of your assistance. We have a rat infestation in our supplies. I need you to kill 35 rats and bring me their tails as proof. Seriously, another freaking rat hunting quest? When will I advance up to fighting absolutely anything else? Also, why do you need the tails? The NPC starts to reply, but I cut him off. No, don't answer that. If you do, I have a feeling I'll never touch another food item you sell me. I storm off to the supply hut to hunt even more rats. I never want to see another rat again. Takes me a full hour to hunt 35 rats. The dome little things are so fast that they dodge most of my hits. Then, to make it worse, only 1 in every 3 seems to drop a tail. How does that even make sense? They all have the same appearance, complete with tails, But no, only some of them drop those tales. I swear, if I ever meet one of these developers, I'm gonna punch them right in their smug face. How do I know that they're smug? Trust me, no one who could code this kind of bold shirt without being smug. I shoved my hands out with a brown sack in it. Here are your 35 ducking rat tails. I am in your debt, adventurer. Here's your reward. 5 XP and 10 mystery meat on a stick. Oh no, keep your meat. Pretty sure I know what the mystery is. Brave adventurer, I'm in dire need of your assistance. We have a rat infestation in our supplies. I need you to kill 40 rats and bring me their tails as proof. No, quest declined. I stomp off back to my hut, and am reminded that there is a very large mess to clean up. Thankfully, I can also resummon my assistant, so I do so immediately. Hello, master. How may I assist you today? Clean this mess up. With the order given, I open the menu and choose log off. Have I mentioned that I really hate fantasy? And now a word from our author. Inspiration for this came from so many different sources. A lot of it being the joking about censoring in video games, some of it being in-jokes with friends, some of it being stories from the gaming table. In the end, I just wanted a fun story to throw out there into the world, because we don't have enough fun these days. This chapter of Bite-Sized Tales has been brought to you under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. Intro and outro music is Fantasy Motion by Alexander Nakarada, provided under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you enjoyed what you heard today, we would greatly appreciate reviews and recommendations to your friends. Finally, for more information about our authors, please visit bitesizedtales.com. We look forward to reading to you next time.